Okay, so our 2-minute customer story is one of many of the customers that we've interviewed. And although our story isn't from our persona customer, it was a very typical response from what we've tended to hear. And that's that people will prioritize line length over the quality of the food that they're gonna get. So for the interview, the story I'm talking about specifically, Victoria, her favorite food on campus was Qdoba, but because the line for Qdoba is so long, and she generally tries to get food in between her classes, and not on like long hour breaks, like just in those 15 minutes between classes, very rarely is she ever able to get her favorite food on campus, and then she has to default to getting some other type of food, which is pretty much the theme for everybody who's going. They'll just stop on their way to class or on their way home, or they'll stop like 10 minutes before class to try and get food. And that's kind of the general theme of all of our end users, is that they gravitate towards shorter lines, and that they never know how short the lines are before they get there. So sometimes they get their hopes up and they think they're gonna get Qdoba, but then they see the line and then they have to default to something else, which is kind of unfortunate for them. So having them be able to know what they're getting the line beforehand takes away that uncertainty, and that also that little bit of disappointment that you get if you aren't able to get the food that you wanted, specifically Qdoba in Victoria's case.
Are there any other customers, Chris, that have this similar situation?
Yeah, actually the very first customer we interviewed, his name was Sean. When we did the card scenario where he prioritized the things that he valued the most, he put the quality of the burrito behind the amount of time it took to actually get the burrito itself.
Cool.